Hey guys, and welcome to kind of a special edition video for my channel. I wanted to make this video because I have been doing this and have gotten so good results from it. And I wanted to challenge you, my viewers, or anybody that might stumble across this video. My challenge to you, in its essence, is to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to be content with your life. I want you to find happiness in little things. Now, the challenge has a few parts. These aren't really hard. They're not going to be some challenge where you have to start taking an ice bath every morning or some other thing like that. This is a very simple exercise in simply not allowing stuff into your brain. This is a simple couple point exercise that anyone can do at any moment. You can start right this second if you'd like. As soon as I'm done explaining what this challenge is, you can go off and do it. No investment. What I want you to do is that for a period of at least 2 weeks, 14 days, what I want you to do, I want you to right now, or whenever you feel like starting this challenge, I want you to go and I want you to unfollow, unsubscribe. I want you to stop using. I want you to stop viewing or letting yourself view or coming into contact with content that makes you miserable. Now that might seem trivial, that might seem self-apparent. However, I've seen too many people, far too many people, fall to things that make them upset, things that make them angry on purpose. It's almost as if many people have become rageaholics. Now, what is a rageaholic, you might ask? Well, it's someone who has grown so comfortable with being enraged or angry that they feel safe there, that is their new baseline. And we don't want our baseline to be angry, to be upset, to be unpleasant. It shows. It really does. In your enjoyment of your own life and in everyone else's enjoyment of you as a person. So, I want you to just do that. Just unsubscribe, unfollow, stop using, stop letting yourself view anything that makes you routinely upset. The biggest perpetrator that I have seen is social media, comparing yourself to others. For example, if you're a violin player, you may go on to TikTok or Twitter or what have you, and you might see that, you might have a little bit of pride. You might say, oh, I just got done learning my first full song on violin. But then you go on one of these sites and you see a 12-year-old prodigy who has memorized Beethoven's entire song library and can play it at will by memory, perfectly, every single time. That won't make you feel good about yourself, now will it? That will make you compare yourself to this kid. You'll start thinking to yourself, well, why am I not like that? What's wrong with me? Well, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with you. You're never going to see that kid, independently of the internet or social media. You're never going to see that kid. He will not affect your day-to-day life, and everyone you know will be so proud of you for learning how to play the violin. That child that you saw, or whatever will make you upset, will not affect you in your day-to-day life. I want you to realize that you have the power to let things affect you. I want you to realize that you have the power to question why you're upset, why you believe certain things about yourself or others. And I want you to disconnect from what is perceived to be true and ask yourself, what is? For example, there was a time where someone I knew was extremely politicized. They viewed everything through the lens of their ideology. And if something challenged that ideology, they wouldn't ask themselves if it was true or not. If it was a genuine criticism, they would take it as a physical, personal attack. And you know what that did? It made them miserable. It made them view everyone and everything as out to get them, when that simply, realistically, wasn't true. Nobody was out to get them. Nobody wanted to cause them harm. Nobody wanted to even infringe upon their rights to do whatever. However, because they were so thoroughly idealized and interacted with the specific purity spiral group of this ideology, they were like that. The whole group was like that. And I won't say what specific political ideology it was, because this applies to left as well as right as well as center. This applies to everyone. If you do not parse things through if it is true or not, you will suffer from mental disconnect. You will suffer from believing things that aren't true, that your brain sees are not true, that your eyes see are not true, and yet you might still believe in them because everyone tells you it's true. It's much like the story, The Emperor's Clothes, where the Emperor, in all of his hubris, contracts some men to make him some new clothes. Well, the men don't actually make him some clothes, and they pretend, with thin air, that they made the Emperor his clothes, and he believes them. And because the Emperor believes them, well, nobody's going to tell the Emperor that, he's not wearing anything, so he's going to strut around the town naked. And someone, the child, the archetype of your subconscious says, he's not wearing clothes. That's wrong. And it causes the Emperor much grief. And that's you. That's the Emperor. If you allow yourself to believe things that are not true and be influenced by others to the point where you will believe anything people will tell you, you will suffer immense emotional and mental drain. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for anyone. I don't want it for myself. And so I want you to disconnect from anything that will make you routinely angry, that will make you routinely upset. It might be hard. I won't lie. It might mean quitting social media entirely. It might mean unsubscribing from political channels that you've been a fan of and subscribed to for years. It might entail cutting off people that are highly unhealthy to you. It might mean stop talking about things with family members. For example, I know a man who has not talked about politics ever since he started this challenge. And people call him crazy for not talking about politics because he must be uncaring. Well, the thing is that he cares. It's just that he knows talking about it rarely does any good unless it's a one-on-one situation. And politics are an extreme drain on the mind. They will kill your enjoyment of life, and if you allow yourself to become idealized, they will even further destroy your mind and your ability to enjoy yourself. So, that being said, my viewer, I want you to be happy. I want everyone to be happy. Please, for 14 days, for a period of 14 days, do yourself a favor, reconnect with what is real life, get off of social media, YouTube, unsubscribe from people that make you routinely upset, people that try to bait you into being wrathful. Please stop listening to them. And that includes the news media, that includes everyone that might be doing this for you. Please stop consuming it. And for 14 days, instead, focus on what is real. Focus on your life. That person walking down the street, are they out to get you? No, they're not. Is there a boogeyman hiding around the next corner that might disagree with you? Well, that's okay. Somebody might disagree with you. And trust me, it's not the end of the world. They might not agree with you. But you know what? You can still be friends. They still care about you. Hell, they might even be one of your family members. But I'm saying, don't let yourself become a husk of a person. Don't let yourself become extremely irrational. Let yourself be free to enjoy life. And so that's my 14-day challenge for you. If you feel like you want to enjoy life again, like you want to feel content again, stop letting these influences be in your life. Cut them off for 14 days. If nothing changes after 14 days, you can go right back to them. You can come crawling back to what makes you purposely upset and makes you angry. That's fine. I won't tell you what to do. But after 14 days, I hope that you have been at least starting on the path to healing from the perpetual rage state that many people try to bait you into. And I hope that you're enjoying life, and I hope that you're well. So that, my dear viewer, I hope that you enjoy yourself, and I hope this challenge is very beneficial to you as it has been for me.